years, my friend, our friend, Paula Madison worked as a tireless leader, innovator, and creator of change in newsrooms across this nation. She stepped down this year as the Chief Diversity Officer at NBC Universal, but not before she ensured that newsrooms across the country were filled with faces that looked like hers, faces like John Jenkins, here to my left. Mentored by Paula, and now Assistant News Director at KXAS TV in Dallas-Fort Worth. Paula also was sure to partner with folks who could help ensure that a pool of not only diverse, but qualified candidates were always at the ready. Those partners included NABJ and our departing President Kathy Times. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of years of service to our members for increasing diversity in coverage and talent in newsrooms across this nation, and for believing in the mission of NABJ that was founded here in this great city, please join me in welcoming Ms. Paula Madison. Paula, since this is NABJ's founding city, we thought it only appropriate that your honor come from right here. For this presentation, please welcome Philadelphia City Representative Melanie Johnson.
Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you to Philadelphia, where I think the U.S. Attorney General really started something. And we're going to have a really good time while you're all here. Looking forward to meeting every one of you sometime in the next 3 days. But what I'd like to say is that Philadelphia is a city of first. The first for so many things. Did you know that the Navy started here? NABJ. We want to welcome you back to your roots. And we want to thank you for adding so much color to so many places of news around the country. 25 years, let's give her a round of applause. To that end, Paula, we want you to remember everything that you did. We want you to remember the roots of NABJ in Philadelphia. But most of all, we want you to remember Philadelphia. So I have a gift for you from the mayor, who unfortunately couldn't be here this week. For you, so that you will never forget where NABJ started and the beauty of Philadelphia. It's a drawing of some work. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, NABJ. Everybody get some energy. Good morning. You know, the really interesting thing about today is that the Attorney General said he was Ricky from New York. In college, he was Holder from Queens. So we actually hung out, and I'm not going to tell you what we did, but I do have the pleasure of being the person who not only danced with Prince, but I also danced with Eric from Queens. You know, NABJ has been an important part of my life. Last night I saw Les Payne, and I reminded Les that the very first time I heard NABJ was from Les when I was in graduate school at Syracuse University. And the only reason why I did not attend the very first meeting of NABJ was because Les hadn't said it to me in time. I didn't know about it. And since then I've been to every one. And so I'm very grateful to Les, but not only to NABJ for keeping me sane. For those of you who are still struggling in the newsrooms and the media outlets across the country, hopefully you've experienced what I've experienced, which is that NABJ is something that I look forward to every year. If I don't come to NABJ, and by the way, I don't remember that because I've been to, I don't know, 34 consecutive ones, I would never let a year of my life go by without attending this convention, because whether you know it or not, these are your people. These are the people who energize you. These are the people who keep you going. These are the people whom you feed off of. And by the way, the next generation of NABJ, that's who we need to honor. So from Ashley Williams, where are you, Ashley, who I mentored because a sister, Ernest Smith, who was a newsroom manager with me in the very first days of my career at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, she's a professor at USC Annenberg, and she told me about Ashley. To the University of Georgia chapter, thank God for you. That means that even in a time when the numbers of us as journalists are on the decline, there are still young people who believe in journalism and who are committing themselves and dedicating themselves to journalism, and they need a special round of applause. So please, energetically, show them that you believe in them. You gotta stand up and support these young people. What I want to say to you now is, this is going to be a little strange, but it's important for me to say this. I come from a very diverse background. Many of you who know me have heard the crazy story about how I happen to have a grandfather who's Chinese. They like him in Jamaica. I have a grandson who's a New Yorican, half. We like to think as the other half of him is Jamaican. And all the other stuff that goes on inside a family. And I speak to that under the guise of, I'm going to say something about unity in NABJ. This is it. I am and have been for my entire existence a supporter of diverse people coming together. And in the spirit of understanding exactly what happened and why it happened, I would like my brother Elric Williams to stand. My brother is CEO of the Africa Channel, which is one of our businesses. He doesn't know this, but here we go. Next year, NABJ is going to be in New Orleans, which is where my husband is from. My family and our businesses, the Africa Channel and the Los Angeles Sparks, the WNBA team, we are going to commit $100,000 to the support of next year's convention. And I am going to say to every NABJ member who is wavering about whether to make a choice between unity and NABJ, let me just say to you, if you are 3 blocks down the street and folks can't see your gender, they can see your skin color. If they can't see what kind of hair you got, they can see your skin color. Don't be fooled. You need to be at NABJ because no matter how you define yourself, you are defined by the rest of the world as black. The National Association of Black Journalists is where, I'm not telling you don't go to unity. I am not saying that. I'm telling you, if you only have one place to be, there you go.